Supreme Court set to hear Nnamdi Kanu's appeal against Nigerian government over continued detention. Lawyer says. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. Recall that Kanu had on November 3rd, 2022, filed an appeal at the Supreme Court against the Court of Appeals October 28th, 2022 verdict, which stayed the execution of its earlier order discharging and acquitting him of all charges and directing his release from the custody of the secret police. Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, counsel to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has said that the Supreme Court will in matter of days decide the date for hearing of Kanu's appeal against the Courts of Appeal verdict, stopping his release from the Department of State Services DSS custody. Because that Kanu had on November 3rd, 2022, filed an appeal at the Supreme Court against the Court of Appeals October 28th, 2022 verdict, which stayed the execution of its earlier order, discharging and acquitting him of all charges and directing his release from the custody of the secret police. The Apex Court had adjourned the hearing to September 13th, but the verdict fell within the Supreme Court's annual vacation period. Giving an update on the case on Monday, Ejiofor in a statement said that as the Supreme Court formally resumes the new legal year on Monday, today, the court will formally commence hearing of appeal next week. Ejiofor recalled that Kanu lead counsel Michael Zuckerberg's son had formally requested for the court's approval of September 28, 2023 as the new scheduled date for the hearing of the appeal following the cancellation of the earlier scheduled date. Ejiofor said, and I quote, "There is a positive indication that in the coming days, a confirmation or otherwise of the proposed new date will be made public upon our lead counsel feedback. Our request is simple. Let this appeal be heard with every urgency it deserves, so the fate of Onyendo Nnamdi Kanu, who has been illegally held in the solitary confinement of the DSS, will be determined, having been discharged of all the frivolous criminal charge against him since the 13th day of October 2022. The federal government of Nigeria has continued to detain him in custody in clear violation of this subsisting judgment and others of a court of appeal that directed for his unconditional release and consequently prohibited his further trial before any court in Nigeria or detention in any custody. As I have consistently maintained, the wheel of justice may grind slowly, but it will grind exceedingly fine in no distant time." Now, the thing here is, on top of this matter, anytime where I hear this matter, I think they just tire me. Why? Because just like they said here in the news, October, or should I say November, they came out and they said, "Oh, this one is acquitted." And you know, people were jubilating. And I'm like, people where they jubilate. I was telling them, "Na Naija we do, make una calm down. Make this man come outside, come say." I even said I will not even believe until I come outside and I saw that yes, truly. Then this one, they know they lie. Do you understand? Okay, so they are said to. So we don't really know what they are going to see as the problem this time around. Sincerely. Matter whether they don't say, "Oh, this man, you know, they use it, saying no, they acquitted of all charge, making the go house." I don't know what they still keep on there for. It doesn't matter what Nigeria government is doing. At the end, Nnamdi must be unconditionally released and Biafra be restored, and it shall surely end in praise to God of Abraham. Okay. What is the offense of Nnamdi Kanu? Is the judiciary truly the hope of a common man? Are you still asking that question at this time of the day? Where we say they don't, as in, they for morning again. We don't even pass afternoon. We don't almost the enter midday, the enter night. And you're asking, Nnamdi Kanu is to spend the rest of his life in prison is non-negotiable. Okay, no, this thing where you talk, man, that can't see the cause quarrel. If they see you now with this thing where you write, no problem. After wasting time, let them do fast and release Nnamdi Kanu. That is all I want to hear. God bless Nnamdi Kanu. God bless Biafrans all over the world. God bless Nnamdi Kanu, the only man that I can obey his order. I love you with all my heart, sir. We will do whatever he asks us to do. Live long. Who will be the we? Wait, to Southeastern, I say everybody waiting for Southeast. Share they don't agree, say, na say it go be. We. Now say they go easy implicate themselves. The Supreme Court of Nigeria will set him free. They shall affirm his victory at the Federal High Court and Appeal Court. Okay, our beloved son, between we are well placed, hold on for a little while. Play, this will spend more years. Okay, this one will spend more years in prison. Trouble no good. How? Keeping him there is making the love for him or for all my Biafrans more massive. So he's the only voice of the voiceless. Those that are pushing you then have steps back now, right? The freedom of Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of injustice in Africa. He's the most easy in our time. Slow movement of a lion is not a mistake, but a calculated accuracy. We are Biafrans and we have no fear. And we have no fear. Be you who. Oshi. The supreme leader of all leaders, Nnamdi Kanu, we Biafran loves you with all our hearts, sir. The man who saw tomorrow, God bless you. This, okay. They say, okay, this person is saying Kanu does not have any case in Nigerian courts. Well, like I said, he has been actually asked, they have asked people to release him. I don't know what's the issue. Okay. The kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu is as useless as anything because instead of stopping Biafra, it skyrocketed Biafra to the global stage, and today Biafrans are armed beyond imagination, and with or without Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra will be restored and the Elohim will be glorified. Okay, Tinubu don't come. Summary no longer soliciting for Kanu. Release our beloved Kanu. Now understand all. My eye don't wipe clear. Okay. No matter what they do and fail to do, Nnamdi Kanu must be free. Biafra freedom is unacceptable. The sad reality is most of his followers have moved on. Well, that's so it be. That is their own cup of tea. If they like, let them say this. If they don't want, let them keep him. As they can see that holding him did not stop Biafran agitation. As Simon Ekpa is more harsh than him, Nnamdi Kanu has done his own part. Simon Ekpa has taken over and it is better they let the gentleman. Which Simon Ekpa? Where then they find? Simon Ekpa then they fire up and down. Now play now you do. Now play now you do. Okay. Prophet Muhammad and Jesus over time, the only man on earth who saw tomorrow. Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu, the Igbos are behind your back. We adore you. Oh, God Almighty is watching Nigeria government, because how could you allow terrorists to move freely, even to have peace talk with them, yet you are holding an innocent man? This question we're asking, I don't ask, I'm tired when this man case still hot. I ask the question tired, my head won't scatter. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way.